One weekend, 2 stars, 3 chances to see the Thomas Crown Affair.
Do you really think I'm going to sleep with the man I'm investigating?
One last chance to see the Thomas Crown Affair, tonight at 8 on TNT.
You know, I hadn't planned on our race broadcast being the lead-in to the movie, but it looks like that's going to be the case.
We may have a bit part in it.
Yeah, this could be. Sterling Marlin is the leader as we come up on halfway in the Pennsylvania 500 presented by Pep Boys. We've started to see the beginning of green flag pit stops. Jeremy Mayfield has been in. Jimmy Johnson and Hut Strickland also have been in under green, so we expect most of the other leaders in another 5 or 4 laps, somewhere in there.
And right behind that Lowe's car, there you see him, is Jeff Burton. He has moved that Citgo car up to 3rd spot.
Displacing Dale Jarrett. But he's 9.9 seconds behind Sterling Marlin.
Hey, but he's got 250 miles to catch him.
Yep. And his pit crew gets a chance to
try to make up some time.
Yes. Shine a little bit here because he'll be on pit road coming shortly. Kyle Petty's been in for his green flag stop. He's back on track. As you see, 30 car there, Jeff Green. He is a lap down in 29th place. Jimmy Johnson's in 30th. They're racing for that spot just ahead of Burton. And he's saying, hey, I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, Jeff would like to get by. He's actually lost a little bit of time on second place car, Bill Elliott, on that lap.
I mentioned Jimmy Johnson was on pit road a minute ago. Dave?
They took on 4 tires, and Jimmy Johnson's car was very, very loose, Alan, so they also made a wedge adjustment and a track bar adjustment to try to fix his Chevrolet.
Johnny Benson, John Andretti, Derek Cope making green flag stops while we follow the 2nd and 3rd place cars in traffic.
And Jarrett in the UPS car has pulled up behind Burton on his rear bumper in this traffic situation, but Burton passed him and looked to be pulling away from Jarrett.
Yeah, that last lap there for Jeff Burton was almost about a half a second, a little bit more than a half a second slower than what he had been running before he caught the traffic.
2nd place cars on pit road. It's Bill Elliott headed for Dave Burns.
He gives up 2nd place, Alan, and his car was giving him little fits. He couldn't tell if it was tight in the center or loose in the center on different occasions. And so his crew chief Mike Ford said, is there too much air in all the tires, Bill? And Bill said, yeah, I think that's a problem. So they're going to take air out of all the tires, make a wedge adjustment on the left side, give him some more grip, change 4 tires, and again, pack that fuel cell tight. 12 cars also in. Ryan Newman, they will make a wedge adjustment or a chassis adjustment on the right side. He is still tight in his race car. They also will change 4 tires and fill it full of fuel. So they were tight before. They're still tight now. They're trying to fix that. Bill.
Mark Martin not very happy right now. He's got 4 tires, got a wedge adjustment. He's on his way. Quick stop. Got a lot of fuel in that car. Michael Waltrip also on pit road. Let's go to Marty.
Sterling Marlin comes down pit road, the race leader and the dominant car thus far, Bill, as day becomes evening here at Pocono. Be smart and be smooth. The only words Tony Glover told him that entire run. These pit boxes at Pocono are very big. Sterling fits in very easily. He almost said something funny. He said, the car's not bad in clean air, Matt.
Jeff Burton is already in. No chassis adjustment for the 2nd straight stop for Jeff Burton. He climbed all the way up to 3rd. They're packing that fuel cell full of fuel, and he is good to go.
And there's the gap between the two as they head back out onto the track.
The Jackman on the 40 car had a little bit of a boo-boo. He started to let it down, and it didn't go down. It was a hiccup, and it cost him a couple of seconds.
And the stop penny, 15.8 for Sterling Marlin, not as good as they would have liked. And when he left pit road, you guys talked about the gears in these cars. He almost stalled it. He had to catch it, nearly went dead. That would have been very bad for Sterling Marlin.
Here comes Dale Jarrett. Coming in, he was the leader after the other cars in front of him pitted. We'll go back to Marty.
And Dale Jarrett continues to run well at Pocono. There's something new. He has had 12 top 5s, not top 10s, top 5s in his last 14 races here. Slides to a stop in that pit stall. It'll be 4 tires. They do decide to make a wedge adjustment. He's not bad. He says it's a little tight in the tunnel turn, Bill.
Ricky Rudd continues to slide the car in all 3 turns of the racetrack. racetrack. So they make a chassis adjustment, give him 4 tires. Dave.
4 tires on the 20 car, wedge and track bar adjustment. The car was a little bit tight for Tony. They try to fix that by going up and down on air pressure on either side of the 20 car.
And Stewart rejoins. Kurt Busch is the leader. Has not yet pitted. And it looks like Jimmy Spencer's going to be coming back to pit road.
For what?
Drive-through penalty.
Oh, he wasn't speeding, was he not? Our boy Jimmy.
Here comes Matt Kenseth, one of those who had yet to stop. Kurt Busch and Dave Blaney are the top 2, not yet having visited pit road. And we'll cover the Matt Kenseth stop. Marty?
And file this away for later, guys. These Roush cars doing excellent on fuel mileage today. Matt Kenseth a little bit tight. They add a pound to the right rear tire. They also make a chassis adjustment. Matt wants some water. It is humid out here today. He's feeling a little hot inside the car. He gets that water through the window now. Dave?
Ricky Craven in his bicentennial Winston Cup start will change 4 tires, make a track bar. No, making a wedge adjustment on the right side. Fill it full of fuel. His car was coming to him, then it went back to tight again. That's the problem they've been fighting all day long.
Bobby Labonte leaving pit road, as does Ricky Craven, and still waiting on Kurt Busch to come in. And here he is now. Stop coming as the race is at its halfway point. This is now an official race. Well, it doesn't look like the weather's going to threaten again anywhere later in the day. Marty?
Kurt is here, Alan, coming down pit road, and they came to lap 100. They wanted to go, or thought they could go, to lap 102. That could be big later in this race. It'll be a 4-tire stop for Kurt. He's a little bit tight. They make an air pressure and a track bar adjustment right there. You saw the track bar adjustment going in. His worst finish of the season came here in June when he finished 40th. They want to avenge that today.
Dave Blaney now the leader. Not yet having pitted. Then it'll cycle back around to Sterling Marlin once Blaney stops. Guess what, Benny? Jimmy Spencer just made his drive-through penalty.
And not too fast.
He's got to come back in. And the second tier on that penalty is a stop and go. Not good for the hometown boy. Here's the leader in. Dave Blaney headed for Bill Weber.
And Ryan Pemberton counts him down to his pit stall. This will be 4 tires and fuel. Now this team gets Penske engines just like the 12 and the 2. Blaney is shifting in this car. They make a chassis adjustment with some wedge. Come around to the left side. Try and bolt on those left side tires. Blaney continuing to run well, chasing the leaders on his way.
Good stop. Left rear just a little bit slow.
It looked like they had trouble pulling the right rear tire off the car.
Which got the rear man off a little bit slower.
Tire carrier was waiting to put the new one in. The jack man reached over to pull the old one out, and he looked like he just couldn't quite get a grip on it. Oh, check this out. This is for position. 7th place.
And that's pretty close.
Kurt Busch in the 97 is going to get that spot. Brian Newman and Tony Stewart have been together on the racetrack all day.
Now, it looks like Tony's car works really good right after the pit stop, but then it fades away after about 7 or 8 laps.
So let's reset the front of the field after the exchange of pit stops. Sterling Marlin, his crew held serve on the lead. He's up with Bill Elliott 2nd. Dale Jarrett gets 3rd spot back. Jeff Burton falling to 4th. And it'll be Ricky Rudd off the pit stops in 5th. Speeding penalty phase 2.
And when that happens, you are so mad as a driver.
Okay,
not only because you did it once, but then you get come back again.
Yeah, but you're not mad at yourself.
Yeah, you are. Why wouldn't you be?
Mad at the guys in the tower. I wasn't speeding. I didn't do that.
The first time. Yeah. But the second time, you got to be mad at yourself.
Okay. It has been a silver day. I think I said at the top of the show that it could be a red color day. It's been a silver color day so far. Oh, that's not good.
No. Mike Skinner's engine is not running, and he's very slow in the tunnel corner. I don't know that he can coast back. He is on the access road, not on the racetrack.
Haven't seen the caution since the rain at lap 25. We're at lap 104 now.
Now there is a shortcut back to the garage area. I don't think Mike will take that. Yoakum, what happened to Skinner's car?
Benny, for the second straight week, Mike Skinner has been bitten by the bad luck bug. He is out of gas.
Oh, no.
And like I said earlier, this is a place you don't run out of gas because you can't coast it back. Unless you run out of gas between turn 2 and 3, you're not going to make it.
Skinner last stopped at lap 62. We were at 104. He's run out, and he has brought out the caution flag.
And Elliott Sadler catches a break. All the other cars make their pit stop. He's now back in the lead lap.
Great break for him. Third caution of the race.
All right.
And now, yeah, you're thinking the same thing I am.
All right, business is going to pick up because all of a sudden we're going to get those fast cars together again. I mean, Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton, they're going to be riding the back bumper of Bill Elliott and Sterling Marlin and see if they can do anything with them.
Well, actually, you're thinking a different thing than I am because I'm thinking we've got 95 laps to go. Stop here, top off the fuel.
Make it on one more stop.
Make it on one more stop. But because most of these guys just pitted under green, do you give up the track position or not?
Yes, you have to. Well, but some guys don't. The Roush cars don't. They probably will stay out.
Oh, what's that?
You got left rear flat, 55 car.
Oh, what this caution flag was a huge break for Bobby Hamilton.
So third caution of the Pennsylvania 500. First one was at lap number 1 for the big crash between Dale Earnhardt Jr., Steve Park, and Rusty Wallace. The second one was for rain at lap 25. Then we ran green from the restart all the way through lap 106 caution for Mike Skinner, stopping in turn 3.
I think the pit road was closed, but Bobby Hamilton had no choice. He did not need to ride 2.5 miles on a flat tire.
And the penalty for that is he'll go to the end of the longest line on the restart.
Which is not too bad.
And the penalty for going around another lap is the tire will probably come apart and tear that car all up, especially the fenders.
All right, strategy time. Who's coming in and what do they do?
Well, looks like no one.
Some of the guys towards the back got to come in.
Man, that is amazing.
Mark
Martin's coming in.
11th place will be the first one to break off. Bill?
And Mark Martin will come down pit road. This is a huge break for him. They are going to have to change the battery in his Ford. Electrical problems. They're going to come to the left side. They will take off the left rear tire. There's a panel down there with a quick release. They have to unscrew the panel, reach in, get the battery out. Hopefully the quick release will work quickly. They'll put a new battery in, put a tire back on, then send him back out. This will be the only change they'll make on this stop. You can see the battery is out. Now they'll try and shove the new battery in. This is all going on under caution while other guys are getting fuel and tires. They quickly connect that battery back in, shove it back into its slot. They'll tighten that little door that keeps it in place, put the left rear tire on, then send Mark back out. Caution laps here are very long, so they've got plenty of time to get this done. Under caution in the Pennsylvania 500. Point leader Sterling Marlin, the race leader, after 106 laps.